Hey everybody, so I'm up here in Ohio. What's the date today? 18th of July, and got my hives out here. We're putting supers on them. They're already 2 deep. I'm throwing on a 3rd deep, but they're over here pollinating melons. As you can see, melons, and then we got peppers out there, and you know, there's corn and there's soybean too, but there's a nice ridge line of trees so they can gather stuff up. With me today we got Oliver. He's one of my buddies. He's helping me. He's kind of a glutton for punishment, so we're going to punish him a little bit. He's going to be doing the filming for me, staying out here in this sun and heat. So let's make our way on down here. So the whole idea here is that we're going to let our bees build up the boxes, get really strong. I'm going to take the honey crop that I get from them next time I come back up, which should be in a month or so, you know, to check on them. I'll probably remove it then. Everything's going to go on down to Florida. We're going to put it on Brazilian pepper down there. So everything's looking really good. I'm really happy. We've already started with some of them. We've already put the supers on here, but I want to show you something. I think it was this box right here. I've already run across a number of boxes. Here, hold that, will you? Yeah, cool. Got it? All right. So, as you can see here, capped, full frame capped. This one's got about 65%, maybe 70%. It'll go soon. So what I've done is I've checkerboarded the 2nd and the 3rd box, and we've already been, as you can see here, this is one of the drone larvae coming off the bottom. Absolutely no signs of varroa have been on here. Been very happy about that. So I think these are going to produce a really good crop. I got it. So I think these are going to produce a really good crop of honey, and I'll have that all set up on my shelves very soon. So all you guys who want to, you know, order some honey, you can order some honey from me. I've already got a lot of people that have been stopping by the farm, and they've been buying out my wildflower honey. They say it's absolutely delicious, so you guys should give me a holler, and you should try it too. So bees are getting a little bit up in the air. So I've got 32 hives out here. I've been through 5 at the moment, so we're going to get busy, and you guys will watch along. Oliver's going to kind of be my smoke man, and he's going to be filming for me as I go through things, and I'll show stuff to you as we go. Woo, look at that box. Grab that camera, show it down inside. So this is my 2nd deep. You can see how full it is. Every box that I've opened look like this right now. So I've been really happy with that. Let's see here. Guess I should have brought the body harness with me for that thing. Ooh, look at that. Capped honey, both sides. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the outside ones and I'm putting them up here in my 3rd box. And since bees usually don't draw out the outside one, I'm putting it on the outside, and then we're going to start checkerboarding it as we go. And I'm going to replace frames down here, every other one, depending on how I move things around, the same way. Okay, so let's just sit you right there and let you kind of look at things. All right. You know, filming actually makes things a lot nicer for me. Helps my thing go through. So look at all that brood. It's fantastic. See that? That looks good, doesn't it? Yeah. So that's about 4,000 more bees getting ready to pop up. Start helping these girls out. Capped honey. Look at that. A little bit of brood right there, but a whole hell of a lot of capped honey. So This is going up top, other side of the box here. Slide that in. So empty frame here. So I know a lot of people will just throw a super right up on top, but I want to get them up in the box. So you can see here where they've already started drawing it out around here, and that's all empty, but the other side is already capped. So this goes up top. Okay, that's all empty. That's got a whole hell of a lot of brood on it. So we're going to leave that, but let me show you down in here, guys. So you can see the drone brood that got pulled open when I pulled it out, and you can see there's nothing on it. I can't. Nope, I don't see anything on these girls. So absolutely beautiful. So we're going to leave this frame, so no varroa on them. So that frame stays. Another one that's got honey goes up top. Then I can drop an empty one in here. So for all you new beekeepers, the reason why I'm doing this checkerboarding is that it helps draw them out. Okay, that one's good right there. Just put another empty one right there, and I'm just going to slide these in. So it helps draw, the bees will draw it out when they see that empty space. It'll also tell my queen not to, you know, go running off and try to find a new place to live. So they've got comb that they can go in. They got frames that they can pull out, so it's going to be really good. Really good. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing here. I've only been through a couple of boxes so far, but every single one of them looks promising. So I've checkerboarded this one, second deep, and we've taken it and we've checkerboarded the top, and now we're just going to move this right down into place. And cap her back off. Oh, hold that for a second. So I want to make sure that all my frames are tight against each other and that the space is on the outside and not in between. Otherwise, everybody, they're going to start filling all these cracks in with propolis, and that just makes it that much harder to break off. So push it in really tight so everything is up against each other, and then come back on the other side and just respace it back. Okay? So that was the walkthrough. Now it's just time to get to work and just do my job.
Already a couple bees inside.
Yeah, they probably were in the truck when they drove up. Remember we had all those bees in the back? These girls aren't as strong as the other ones I've seen, but let's see if there's any. They're pulling in honey, but so as you can see, guys, not everything is good. You know, you have some that just are a little bit weaker. It happens. It happens. So this might have been one of the later splits, but you can see she's laying. So let's see if we see any fresh brood in there. Yes, I see some milk brood in there, which is the larvae as it starts to grow. It's right here on the edges. Okay, so we just call that milk brood because it's just white and it's all pretty. So we know she's in there laying. She may not be the strongest layer, but she's in there laying. I didn't bring queens up here with me, otherwise I would probably just requeen this. So we're just going to leave these as they are. No, I'm not going to put any up here. We're going to put the box up there because I've got the box here. But that's just going to be it. So checkerboard this just a little bit. Try to get them to draw stuff out, and then we'll just move right on to the next box. Guys, as you can see, my tops, these were bottom boards. I think I showed you guys in this in an earlier video. These were bottom boards that I made when they were sitting on my property with an entrance right here. But when I flip the whole thing over, it gives them ventilation and an entrance on top. Now, being with a weaker hive, having that extra ventilation hole may be a little bit harder for them, because then they have to protect another spot, but hopefully that, you know, they'll build up enough that they'll be able to protect it. But, you know, since I'm not going to be up here for another 4 or 6 weeks, it's best that I have that ventilation on here, especially since we've got that heat wave. Oh my God, look at this one. You know what? Pull this off real fast. I'm going to give these girls some extra bees. Wasn't that nice of me? Alright, so y'all saw that, right? So I took a whole bunch of bees that were on this one and I just gave them to that other hive. More likely than not, see, I must have only had 9 frames in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not good. I don't like having 9 frames. They're building up We're building comb up in here. So, I'll have to work backwards on this one. What's that? I'm sorry, what was your question?
You want to come from this one and go back over there?
Nice. Do I want the comb from this one?
No, the bees that you just put in there.
Oh, they're going to stay right where they're at. No, they're going to stay right in this box. I'm just helping build the numbers up on that one.
I just thought they might leave and go back to it.
Oh, the field bees will. Nurse bees won't. Nurse bees will be welcome to stay, but the field bees, they'll make their way out. Hopefully there won't be too much fighting while they're doing it. I tell you, I should make my pallets 3 feet tall. So I really don't like that I only had 9 frames in here. Got extra frames inside those swarm boxes like this. I can break apart if I need to.
Good example is why you don't.
I'm sorry?
It's a good example.
Yeah, I'm going to. Yep. So guys, so see here, so somehow or another I only had 9 frames in this one, so they started building the comb right there on the edge. I don't have extra frames with me unless I start tearing apart some other boxes, so we're just going to leave that like that and I'll deal with it later on. But it just goes to show you that you should either space these things out properly so they'll draw the comb out, or make sure you've got the proper number of frames inside of your boxes. See, she's laying really good. Again, I see no varroa. You know what I'm going to do? I've changed my mind. I'm pulling this out. Just empty comb anyway. here that this frame was something that I brought in, and you can see the sections where it was cut out of an extraction and put in here. You can see where they built it and they hooked them together. It's funny how they could take these pieces and then make everything even, huh? So it's just got some groove, not a lot. Once they hatch out, they'll start refilling that in, so we're good there. Yeah, we're good there. Okay, go ahead and fill that back in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 here. How many you got up there? Do you? Well, yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, this one now. This one only has two.
Actually, you know what? This is the weaker hive. Let's take one out of here. That's the much weaker hive, so. And then I'll just evenly space these out to draw. They have a 9-frame spacer. I just don't have one of those. Otherwise, I go whoop whoop and be done with it. All right, that's good. Fantastic. All right, the bees go find your home. All right, let's move to these 3 over here. One's already done. All right, guys. So we're over here in this one, and it's really full. Got it? So it's really full. We pulled this out, found some queen cells right there. See, they're already capped. So I'm hoping she hasn't swarmed yet. She might. Good thing I got swarm boxes. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set them down inside of here. That was that weak hive. See if I can poke it right in between those 2 frames down there so I don't hurt them. And let them have those queens. Because normally, if there is a, oh, and this one's got the extra little thing, so it's a smaller entrance, so they don't have as much to protect. So normally, if there's a couple of queen cells in a box, there's others. So we're got to take a closer look at seeing what's going on over here. The box was brim full. Girls were overflowing. Had to smoke them, run them all down inside. See here? So all capped out like crazy. So yeah, another queen cell right there. Normally I would cut that off. Got 2 queen cells. So I got 1 here and 1 here. So I'm gonna mark this box to remember that there's queen cells on here. In case I need more. Let's see. So again, so this is why they started building. Everything was starting to get filled up down in there. You can see again, no varroa. I don't see any varroa on these down there, but I will have to open that box up and scrape that stuff out, because this is why they're doing it. That's exactly why they're making queen cells. So I need to open that box up. Where do I set this? See if I can scrape this out without pulling it open. So they almost always put their drone cells at the bottom of frames or hanging off of the bottom. I do not see any varroa. That makes me really, really happy. All right, let's start backfilling this up. They've got a queen cell. Hopefully she'll see that there's all this extra room in there and she'll say, oh, never mind, we can hang out, but usually it's too late by the time by the time queen cells are capped, she's usually gone. So if she swarmed already, then she's already taken at least half these girls with her. And if she's taken half these girls with her, then this is amazing because this damn thing is loaded with bees. Huh? Yeah, I gotta get honey. These all have, well, I guess I could put that up there. Okay. So this one definitely needed checkerboarding. There is no doubt at all about that. Man, she's got drone brood everywhere. Yeah, we got to make some room, definitely. I just got to get rid of all this. There's another queen cell. Another queen cell right there. So I brought a couple of boxes. Maybe she hasn't swarmed out yet. If she hasn't, then hopefully she'll find one of my boxes and I'll come back and there'll be another hive in there. I wish I had more room in my truck to bring those extra ones, like I said. Oh my God, that's heavy. That is all honey. There's a little bit of this on the bottom, but guys, look at this. That whole thing is just packed. There's got to be 12 pounds of honey on that frame alone. So, y'all know, 12 pounds of honey. And this one's definitely going up top on that back side. 12 pounds of honey is a gallon, and I sell a gallon of honey for $100. All right. Yeah, man, these girls are freaking going to town in here. All right. I better leave it. You know what? That's the one with the queen cell. I'm gonna put this up top since it's mostly honey. You got more frames, right?
No, I'm done with frames.
Can't be done with frames. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, we had one that only had 9, right?
Yeah.
All right, then we're gonna make number 9 up here. We'll just have to separate them. All right. Yep, just help me pick it up and then. Got it. Man, that was a heavy box, isn't it? Okay. Let's separate these and let them girls draw this stuff out. Okay. Alright, so I left 3 queen cells and this one. We're going to set some swarm boxes up. Hopefully they'll find it before they take off up into that tree line, but you know, things happen. She's doing really good, so even if I get a new queen out of here, it's going to be well worth keeping her because you can see the amount of honey that they're doing, so she's got really good genetics. Okay guys, so that hive that had all the queen cells, we've got 4 really nice ones right here, and I've got a very weak hive down here. What I'm going to do is As you can see, this hive, everybody else is already up into the second box for the most part. Some of them got them tapped out, I mean capped out. But this one's not very strong. So I'm gonna give all of these queen cells to this one right here. So I'm just gonna take them, I'm just gonna smush this right onto the frame. I got a little extra comb. I don't particularly like doing this, but I'm just gonna squeeze that down on the frame too, because I don't want to take this stuff back home, because you know. But if I press it in there, they'll start chewing it up and using it for their own stuff. I just want them to know that those queen cells are here. So the nurse bees that are down inside, they're going to come up as soon as they sense these are here, and hopefully they'll keep the other queen that's down inside away from her. If not, she might come up here and she might kill them all, but these things are going to be hatching out very soon. So the first one that comes out of here is going to kill the others, and then she's going to go after the queen. So hopefully she's stronger than the queen that I've got right now, okay? Because we want a brand new queen in here, brand new genetics, okay? So this is what we're doing with this. So that's down inside, and now we're just topping the box off. Now I don't expect them to get up into this third box at all, but I'm going to give them the room anyway. So that's that. Okay. Click, click. All right. So everything looks real good. 70% of the hives, and then all my hives are the yellows and green ones. The other hives belong to another beekeeper. Yellow and green, Burnley Farm Apiary. Okay, so we just put supers on all of them. They're full, deep boxes that I use for supers. And the whole idea for me behind that, if you've seen other videos, you've heard me talk about it, is that when they draw that comb out and they fill it up with honey and I extract it, I now have a box full of drawn comb that I can use for a split. So it really works out well. Okay, so 70% of these are going really strong. Okay, we had about 25% were weak, but we've helped them out with a couple of queen cells, and hopefully they'll still they've still got time to build up, so because they were splits that I had earlier on. And we had one box that turned out to be a dead out. When the boxes were brought in here, there was a couple of them that lost their tops due to the heavy wind. So this box right here was a complete dead out, but we were able to take good frames. We were able to take good frames out of them, drawn frames out of them, and use them on the two boxes back in the back there that needed them. That way the queen can go straight up there and she could start laying. So she had drawn comb, so that was good. So we're just going to leave this box right here in case, you know, a swarm finds it. They can move right into it. I've got two swarm boxes over my truck. I'm going to bring them over here, and we're just going to sit them up on top of these two back hives back here, and hopefully, you know, any other swarms come out, then they'll occupy those boxes. So now I've got 3 swarm boxes waiting. So I've got 31 hives here. So from Tiffin, Ohio, off of Hack's Farm, this is Thurman.
This is Oliver.
Coming to you from Burnley Farm Apiary. Just another one of my videos. Y'all stay tuned. Thank you so much for all the subscriptions. Last time I looked, I'm nearing like 650. I'm just amazed that you guys like me so much. So I'm going to keep bringing them to you, okay? Y'all take care.